Hello everyone, it's Leo here again today with another simple iPad tutorial. And what we decided to talk about today is the buttons, the physical buttons on the iPad. Now, the first thing I want to get at is the actual physical buttons you can find on any iPad. So let's start with the main one, which is the power button that you will find all the way in the top. And by holding this for a couple of seconds, your iPad will turn on. Now, the next physical buttons we have on the iPad would be the volume rockers. So here, simple, up and down. You find them on the side of the iPad, or depending on how you're holding it, top or the side, whichever way. Now, there's only two buttons. One's for volume up, one is for volume down. Now, we get to the last button, which is probably the most important button on the iPad. And that is the home button. Well, these days, as you'll find out, the new iPads, the new iPad Pros especially, do not have the home button anymore. That's something that's now, according to Apple, in the past. But for now on, still, the home button is present in iPads all the way from the first generation till almost the last generation, except for the new ones. All right, aside from that, the home button. When I teach my senior students, my surfers as I call them, I tell them that the home button is your escape key, is your escape button, because no matter where you are, if you're browsing the web, looking at photos, playing a video on YouTube, if you press the home button, it will revert you back to the home screen, which is where you can start a new process all over again. Now, the home button does get tricky, because it's not just the home button, it's also what I like to see as a back button. Now, on the screen, here, somewhere on the screen, you're gonna see a box of me using the iPad itself. The first thing you do is you press the actual home button, the screen turns on. Now, you press it again, you get the login screen, and this is where you put in your passcode, all with the home button so far. Now we start using the touch screen. Now we're on the main home screen. Now, the only example I can show you how it works is like this. If you open, let's say, the news for that matter. You read the news, you read whatever you need to read, and then you want to start something else. You hit the home button. Takes you right back to the home screen. Now, if you're doing something else, for example, if you're in a different page and you're in a folder, for example, one of my Google app folders, you open this and let's say you're checking your Gmail. Now, since that Gmail app is in a folder, this is how the home button will react to it. So we're done reading emails. You want to go back to your home screen. You're going to go ahead and press the home button once, and it's not going to take you to the home screen. This is where the home button becomes a back button. So you hit it once, and it takes you to the screen where you were before you open the Gmail. Now we're back on our folder. Now, if we press the home button one more time, it takes you back one step, which is to the second page where we found the folder with the Google apps. Now, if we go ahead and press it one more time, right back to the home screen. Now, the home button will always get you to the home screen. The only difference is you're either going to press it once, twice, or 3 times. I think 3 times is the most you can press it to go back, depending on where you are. Because even if you're 2 pages to the side, if you press the home button once, in this case, it'll still take you back to the home screen. If you have a folder open and you press it once, it takes you back to the page you found the folder. You press it one more time, back to the home page. Now, today, this is all I wanted to show you. I hope you learned something, and please stay tuned for more videos just like this. If you liked it, remember, you can always like. If you loved it, if you want to stay up to date with our videos, subscribe.